let's demonstrate how to use transaction. The first thing you do is say start transaction. Remember, it's manual now. Okay. Then whatever I've done here before, these two, I just pick these two, I put in between. Remember, the orders should come before the order details. Start transaction. Then the final one should be what? Commit. I start transaction. Whatever I've done, I commit. And as you can see, there's a semicolon here. Start transaction. Do whatever you want to do. Commit. This you are doing now manually is actually automatic by default. So what I'm doing this now, I am not afraid that I'm doing any partial entries to be permanent. Even though there's a lock, it will report to you. We're going to demonstrate that. So what I will do, I will just change this one because I've used this other ID already. I'll change this one, run the whole thing. See, commit. So what I'm going to do again now is that I will select everything now. Say select this from orders where order ID is equals to this. Is this here? Let's see. Before I finish with this, let me also run for order details. If I run this, I have the information. If I also run this, I have the information. So this is how to what? Start transaction. Then you commit whatever you want to commit. Now let me go back here. Say start transaction again. Let me run it. What's it telling me? Okay. Start transaction. I want to delete from orders. Delete from. If you want to delete from order, what do you do? Say delete from orders. Then you should give the specific ID. But now I don't want to give the specific ID. I want to delete everything. See? Cannot delete or update parent. Let me delete order details. I see, because it's a child. Delete from what? This. I did not tell it what to delete. That means I am aiming to delete the entire details. So if I come back here now to say, okay, I want to check this. Notice in that table anymore. So from the output you have seen, it showed that what? Everything was deleted from here. So what I will do now, I will try to create a different session. Let me show process list. So I will delete this section so that I can be able to assign another session. So I will say kill this section. This was treated other session. Okay, complain, no problem. So if I run again now, I will find that it has assigned me a different session. So let me go and check what's in our order details, which I can get by selecting this. Let me just count it. Let me count the rows. I count the rows, telling me that I have 2157. How can you have something that you have deleted? That's what I don't know. So let me come back here now. I select. If I run this, how can you still have this information where you told me you deleted them? You understand what is going on? Remember, there was a section. And the section was what? 21. And I kill it. So that delete you saw, that you saw successful. Okay, let me demonstrate it for you again. It seems you don't know what I'm trying to do. Let me do something again. Start transaction. Okay, must do this first. I run it. Now I want to go and delete everything in this table. Okay, I put it here. I delete. It says successful. Okay, now let me go come here. Account. Remember, is order details. Let me count. If I run this, it says 0. Remember, I am in what section? If I look at it, what section am I? I am in this section, which is 22. If I make attempt now to check this information from another section, that delete we find to be useless. If I want to check again, using this one, if I use this one still, you find no information because this delete was for just this section. Why? Because I started this transaction. I remember that it was committed when I used this and this. You see, imputing the information in the database so that there will not be partial entry. Let me check orders here. For instance, let me say select this. Let me check orders here. Select this. Where order ID is equals to this. Let me come here. Equals to this. We run this. Okay, let's run this. You see, it's still there. It's in where? Orders table. But if I check order details, it's not there. Why? Because under this session, which is session where? Session 22, I made what? A delete to everything in other details. But if I try to key this 22, so that the system will automatically assign me to another section. Let me check now. Another section will be given to me, though it did not delete, but see, 23. So let me go back now and check if this information is there. See, it's there. If I count this, everything is there. You see? That's what I'm saying. Using transaction and commit, the same way we did this one, we should have said what? Begin. Let me now change this one to 9. 9. Will it still go? Yeah. It will. See? Because this is alliance of what? Start transaction. Or I say begin work. The same thing. If I change this one to another ID so that it becomes different information, to still go for me.